Okay, so Cancer, tell me why the minute that Mercury went direct, people started texting again. Clarity started hitting like lightning, y'all. And I don't know if it was just me, but your dreams may have felt like a little less fantasy-like and more prophecy giving. Okay. Spirit says that you have been, whatever that you've been waiting on, Cancer, it's already on the move. It's already on its way to you, okay? So let's see what's unlocking now that Mercury's done being messy in her little retrograde situation, okay? Welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe. I am She, the Boss Lady B. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Cancerian Vibe, your home for tarot, astrology, and real energy check-ins, y'all, that are going to feel like a hug and a wake-up call all in one for my Cancers, okay? You can call me Boss Lady B, or you can call me Bridget, your intuitive homegirl, okay? But like I said, today's reading is all about Mercury going direct, or Mercury being direct, what it's clearing, what it's activating, and what it's aligning in our lives, Cancer. So let's get into it. So Mercury did go direct on April the 7th, y'all. But keep in mind, we do have about a 2-week period, shadow period, where we still, it's like Mercury done went and sat down, but she's still crying over there in the corner on punishment. Like we ain't fully over the situation. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that, you guys. I'm so ready for us. I'm so ready for May. I hate to like rush life away like that, but I'm so ready for May, and June is even better for us. Okay. But yeah, let's get into just the current energy. What's going on now that Mercury is direct? We got Venus getting ready to go direct here shortly as well. So definitely some of this fog should be lifting. So what's the current energy, Spirit, for Cancers now that Mercury is direct? What is the theme, current energy for Cancer? I'm not going to take all that. What is the current energy for... Let's get one card. Current energy for Cancer. Although on top of that, it was the 5 of Wands. And I feel like they're still definitely okay, because I definitely felt compelled to kind of be like, yeah, even though it's like, yay, Mercury is direct, we still have the shadow period. And sometimes the shadow period can hit a little harder than the actual retrograde period. I know, especially if you're like tapped in, you're not crazy, you're just connected. You definitely may be kind of feeling this energy, and there may still be kind of some conflicts going on, whether that's with other people or within yourself. So just be mindful of that, okay? But the current energy for my Cancer, Spirit, now that Mercury is direct, give me clear, accurate messages. So we have the Hierophant showing up. So, and look, the Hierophant is a major arcana card. It's the number 5 card. So I feel like automatically I'm hearing and I'm feeling change. Okay. That is the energy. It's change, right? And look, the 5 of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck. The 5 of Cups is, I feel like an energy that you're moving out of, where you may have definitely experienced a lot of disappointments, a lot of situations that you may have thought that were going well or under your control, things that may have ended. But there's definitely not a need, or it's not necessary to cry over spilled milk, Cancer, because there are still viable situations. There's still magic that comes from this. So 2 things I'm seeing in this Hierophant, though. This energy of the Hierophant kind of speaks to traditions, truth of that nature. So things of that nature could be called into question right now. As you're coming out of the fog, like you could find yourself questioning, like, this could even go down to like religion, y'all. Just traditions. This could be, tied to family. I feel like, you could be kind of finding yourself walking away from maybe family truths, or what family believes, or family values, or whatever, those kind of situations. I feel like too, what happened during this time where Mercury was retrograde, I feel like there's some things that definitely are going to send you on I don't want to say like a scavenger hunt, but I feel like it's definitely going to open up an adventure where you go looking for answers, your own answers, Cancer. Okay. But I feel like too, with the Hierophant showing up, for some people, I do feel like there's a resurgence or a coming back together with another person. That could be the situation for you, Cancer. So yeah, let's dig a little deeper into this energy. Now that Mercury is direct, what's becoming clear for Cancer? What's becoming clear for Cancer now that Mercury is direct, Spirit? So we got the moon showing up. And, you know, at first glance, you would feel like the moon, it feels like secretive. It still feels like a mystery. But I feel like that's what's becoming clear. That's what Spirit is saying is becoming clear. I know we have a full moon coming up in Libra. And that's interesting, as you can see kind of the balance here with the Hierophant. And that's why I talked about like partnership, commitment, whether it's romantic, whether, you know, whatever kind of connection this is for you. But I feel like there's a mysteries, truths, revelations coming out around that. And you see even here in the moon, there's this energy of 2. Okay. And I feel like this 2 kind of points back to you having to maybe a choice that you had to make. It definitely could have been between more than 2 options, but I feel like it definitely came down to like a 50-50 kind of thing. I'm definitely seeing the theme of balance kind of showing up. And like I said, we're getting ready to have that full moon in Libra, y'all. So definitely, but I feel like things that were a mystery to you, or things that Spirit kind of, I felt like kind of covered up with the fog to try to get you to look into things deeper. Because that was even a message. I don't know. I feel like that was a week ahead reading where it was a message of looking deeper, getting all the information. It's like now you're going to go find your own answers. It's like you're not coming, like you're coming out of this retrograde. You're not just taking somebody else's word for it. You're making your own decisions. You're making your own, like you're doing your own research, Cancer. And this could be definitely in the spiritual sense as well. Like, you know, finding your own answers to like, who am I? Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Like the deeper meanings of life. That's what I feel like is definitely showing up in this moon energy. And again, just confirmation with the 6 of Swords. 1, we're seeing progress from the 5 to the 6, right? But the 6 of Swords definitely kind of illustrates how you're coming out of rough waters and into more smoother sailing. You're coming in being rescued, okay, out of this situation. Out of where, you know, there was a lot of chaos, conflict, confusion. Now it's becoming clearer, okay? What are we being pulled towards now? What is Cancer being pulled towards now that Mercury is direct, Spirit? Ooh, I love this. So yes, where things, you may have definitely spent this time, Cancer, feeling like you had good ideas coming to you, but you just couldn't, it's like you maybe couldn't get started with the idea, or you just couldn't like get it to move forward. This Hangman energy is definitely here. Or, you know, this could have been a time where you were kind of just sitting back, and I don't want to say just daydreaming, but definitely waiting on some type of inspiration. I feel like here, boom, here it is. The Ace of Wands. Spirit is saying I'm coming in with a fresh energy, a fresh vibe, a new inspiration. Okay, now that you've seen things from a different way, the Hangman too, it's like you've been enlightened spiritually under this transit, Cancer. So definitely your intuition may be tapped in. You may be feeling more connected, because I do definitely feel like you develop spiritually from this situation, Cancer. Okay, like you see life, you see your situation in a whole different perspective, and it's gonna enable you to be able to take this torch and run with it. That Spirit is giving you this brand new beginning. This is an act of God. This is the hand of God handing you this thing, right? It's like, you know, you don't have to chase this. It's being handed to you. And something that may have definitely been held up, Cancer, I'm seeing, you know, I'm seeing that as revelation 2 for you. Something that may have been held up, delayed. It's a breakthrough around the situation, Cancer. Like you're just being handed to from all angles. It's definitely giving the energy of balance, okay? Handed to from all angles, but there was definitely delay. And I saw the Wheel of Fortune, so this feels like a fated time, Cancer. There is as above, so below. Yeah, this is fate coming in to kind of set your scene for you, Cancer. So let's look at the energy around communication. Energy around communication for Cancer. You may feel more in touch with your emotions now. But let's see, what's the energy around communication now that Mercury is direct? So look, the 2 of Swords is popping out, Cancer. And I feel like, look, okay, you could be still, there could be some energy of you being closed off to wanting to communicate. Or I'm also feeling this as a vibe to where it's like, you don't want, it's like you don't want to be influenced by anyone else's opinions. I feel like this is a time where it's like you are trying to, you could even be trying to avoid having certain conversations, Cancer, with this Two of Swords. I feel like too, it does feel like, yeah, there is some blockage around communication still. I want to clarify this a little more. Clarify this Two of Swords for, okay, the Star. See, yeah, and see, that's what I was talking about with the emotion. You may be feeling more emotion in your communication, Cancer. Show that. It's okay to be open and show that. I feel like with this energy, Spirit is saying that because, you know, it's a Star, it's Aquarius energy. Even though Aquarius is the water bender, you know, they're air signs. So you could be thinking too much. Like, you could be too in your head about your emotions, Cancer. And that could be disrupting your communication. So just be mindful of that. Or vice versa. You know, people's emotions could be getting in the way of communication with you. Now, see, y'all, I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. You gotta be careful about this, these retrograde shadow periods, because I really hope that the part where this card came flying out, I was asking about Mercury's gift to us. That, you know, Mercury, every time we go through a transit with a planet, we, you know, after we go through something and, you know, we're rewarded on the other side. So I was asking about Mercury's gift for us, and the High Priestess came flying out. And I know I said that earlier in the reading where I was like, Cancer, your spirituality has gone to another level. You definitely may have felt this more. You definitely may feel more tapped in. You definitely may be feeling a deeper connection to your guides at this time, to your spirituality, your spiritual practices. Like, this is the gift that Mercury gave you. Mercury made you, you know how it's given how, like, when you be trying to, like, look where you going, or when you parking in the car and you like turn the music down, even though that has like no direct correlation on you parking or whatever, it helps you it makes you concentrate more on and focus on just on what needs to be focused on. That's what Mercury did for you. But it tuned your spiritual eye. It tuned your spiritual eye. It tuned your intuition. And that's why I was saying, Cancer, yeah, I feel like definitely this is a spiritual upgrade. Like, Spirit is leaving you with a spiritual upgrade with the High Priestess. Definitely your truths, your revelations around your spirituality could definitely be, you know, you could be exposing something about that too, especially with it falling up under the moon. There could be something that's coming out to you, or you coming out about your spirituality, or you just kind of going against the grain. It feels like going against tradition. But you're letting your heart and your intuition guide you. Again, there keeps being this theme of like balance. You see the black and white, the two. So definitely this full moon in Libra, y'all. Be tuned in for this information. Y'all know every time that, hold on, hopefully. See, I swear that, hopefully y'all heard me. Hopefully you did hear me. You can't hear me. I swear the shadow period is the worst. Okay, it even got my baby Milo, y'all. Ooh, okay, we ain't gotta talk about it because I just fully recovered. But anyway, yeah, y'all, this was definitely a spiritual upgrade that happened. And when it happens like this, when it's a spiritual upgrade, it didn't come without a test, okay? But definitely this is confirmation and proof that you triumph. And that's why I said it's like Spirit is handing you the torch now with this Ace of Wands. So there definitely was a gift. This High Priestess energy being another major arcana card, it's a major upgrade in your intuition, okay? Six of Swords back at the bottom of the deck when that happens again. So again, it's just pulling you out of this rough water into smoother sailing water, right? So let's look at the outcome. Oh, I love it. The Nine of Cups came popping right on out. So look, and the Six of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the Six of Cups, this is again underlying energy of the gift of Mercury. You know, does she not look like she's receiving a gift? Like this person is giving a gift. And it's definitely in alignment with, it feels like something to make you complete. Because this is a Nine of Cups, right? The Six of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck. But the Ten of Cups is complete happiness. Like full, you know, all around, just fulfilled happiness. The Nine of Cups is standing in a place of where there's wish fulfillment, right? So I do feel like, again, and it feels like, again, like this genie in a bottle, like your wish is my command with this Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups falling up under it, the Six of Cups. There's a missing puzzle that's being handed to you. Spirit, God is handing you this. It could be a feeling, y'all. It could be an idea. It could be a connection. It's all going to happen for everyone differently. You know, we're all connected, but we're all different as well. But I feel like, you know, because we were talking about the outcome, like you're sitting pretty. You're getting, it's like Spirit kind of came in and roughed stuff up to shake you up, to put you on a path to where you could stand to receive what it is that you truly desire. This Nine of Cups is testament of that, wish fulfillment of that. I feel like too, some of you have gotten a second chance. So really go back and think about, think about this time during Mercury retrograde. It's great if you journal. You'll probably feel like you have more clarity or insight around this. If you didn't, that's okay. You know, I would definitely, you know, adopt it. But you can still kind of get this clarity around there's some type of second chance or something that came back up in the retrograde that's going to be relevant moving forward. That it's like you're given a second chance on, okay? I'm going to clarify this moon too. The moon came out for what's becoming clear. Clarify the moon for Cancer. What's becoming clear. So we got the Page of Swords. Look, you could be getting clear too on with the Page of Swords. I feel like this is definitely your ideas, those things that were coming up in your mind, or even these could have been past things, but I feel like you're getting solutions. It's all becoming clear. And again, there's that element of balance with the Queen of Cups, air energy, air and cup, or air and water balance, kind of emotion, energy. That's what I feel like. To the things that you were curious about. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's something that you may have been like specifically already been praying to your guides to, you know, about things that you were curious about. Because the Page of Swords definitely speaks to curiosity. You know, and finding, that's what I'm saying. It feels like you're going to be on, like Spirit is about to be revealing these answers. It may not all come at one time. You know what I mean? But Spirit is definitely kind of revealing these insights. Let's see what, I'm going to actually clarify this Ace of Wands too. What we're being pulled to. Clarify the Ace of Wands for Cancer. So the Sun, and look, again, another ace. I'm telling you, this is that fulfillment. This is that giving, that 10 of cups, that overflowing. This is, I'm talking about with the Sun. It's like a childlike desire that you're getting a second chance on. Some of you may even, that may have been something that you were asking for, a child. This could definitely be that situation. This could be a new romantic connection for someone since the Ace of Cups is here. But even if it's not, it's definitely where I feel like you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Spirit was trying to remove you from somewhere where, if you're honest with yourself, you may have been comfortable, but you weren't happy. Okay. But the Sun is definitely here to kind of bring you success. It's opposite from the moon. So it's illuminating things that may have not been clear. Solutions are coming into play. Opportunities are lining up. You're being connected with the right people too. So be mindful of that, because I'm definitely seeing the duality, the balance. Okay. So again, and yeah, the Lover. So some of you could definitely be about to connect with some type of soulmate energy. We got that full moon in Libra coming up, y'all, too. So yeah. But I feel like, honestly, the message here with this Mercury retrograde, know that everything, y'all, everything in life, every situation in life is temporary, okay? So when things are good, like, make sure that you enjoy it and you receive it fully. But, you know, when life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever, okay? It will not last forever, and better days are on the way. And I feel like that's what Spirit is wanting you to know, that better days, the sun is coming out. The sun will come out tomorrow, okay? Better days are ahead, honey. So I'm going to pull one final message. What do Cancers need to know now that Mercury is direct? What does Spirit want us to know? Final insight for Cancer, Spirit. What do you want us to know now that Mercury is direct? Thank you, Spirit. Clear, accurate. Ooh, All right, so look, and I'm just going to take 2 because I feel like that's been the theme, honestly. And look, choice, that's what we were talking about. I feel like definitely you're being pulled towards, and you're being pulled towards making your choice and standing in it, communicating it, okay? Every choice that you make shapes your future, Cancer. Okay, but the first message, it says that this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. That's what I'm saying. You got insight into deeper knowledge, okay? No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. That's why that hangman energy was there. Like, you're seeing life and situations from a whole new vantage point, okay? And then look, it came out. Every situation in life is temporary, okay? So that's why, look, the energy was coming out with it. But this is definitely, that's what I'm saying. Mercury's retrograde is really coming into, with the help of, I feel like, this full moon in Libra, it's really coming in to help kind of usher you into this new beginning, this new mindset, this new chapter, okay? And I know this reading is speaking to your spirit, but imagine what y'all, a personal one-on-one reading could do, where I dive into your own personal chart, your own personal energy, your own specific questions. So y'all, my books are open, but they fill up fast. So if you feel called, definitely check the link in the description box to book a session with me. Don't wait for permission, y'all. All right, you already know if it's time. It's already been confirmed for you. All right. But to wrap this up, y'all, Mercury direct is really just clearing confusion. It's opening new doors and helping you turn what used to feel like a whole bunch of chaos into a lot of really divine clarity, okay? So if this reading resonated with you, make sure you like the video, leave a comment below for your aha moment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all, for more weekly guidance. Everything is tailored just for my Cancer placements, okay? And remember, y'all, you ain't crazy. You're not crazy, okay? You are not crazy. You are just connected, all right? And so you're feeling all of this stuff, okay? But I'm gonna leave it here, boo. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, I love you.